An update on a story that we've been following. A New Jersey school board voting to fire that teacher whose third grade class, they wrote get well letters to a convicted cop killer. Marilyn Zuniga was suspended last month after she tweeted about the delivery of her students' letters to that inmate while his family said that he was dealing with complications from diabetes. He is currently serving a life sentence for killing Philadelphia police officer Daniel back in 1981. The teacher claims that it was her students' idea to write the letters and that she was trying to teach them compassion. Now her lawyer is saying that she might take legal action to get her job back. All right, so my opinion, I think this is the worst lesson that you can teach students, that if you kill a cop, my classroom is going to send you letters of sympathy when you're behind bars. I think those letters should have been to the cop's family, saying thank you for the sacrifice that he made for God and for country. So what, Harris, you have young girls, maybe one in third grade?
Yeah.
Not quite third grade?
They're second in kindergarten. Actually, you know what? I want to just go back to the very basics of this, because I think you give this teacher too much credit. Why didn't she do her homework?
Right.
Why didn't she find out the difference between the deceased and the killer? I'm not so convinced that she even knew really the difference of what families had suffered.
I'm not convinced that that's not the case. I'm convinced that she did know what was happening. She knew this was a cop killer behind bars, and she was...
Absolutely.
She was on Mobia's side.
But I don't think she thought about it or studied enough to even understand the ramifications of her decision. Meaning, I don't think she knew what this case was really
knows
about.
now.
She definitely knows now.
Well,
the big question is, can she get her job back?
I think it's pathetic that she's trying to blame third graders.
Yes.
She's trying to put the blame on third graders, that this kind of situation would not even be on their radar. Mm-hmm. How would they even know about something like this?
I blame beyond that the school who hired her and actually put her in a position to be in charge of these children. I mean, when they found out, by the way, the school found out through news reports. They didn't even find out firsthand from the teacher that this assignment was given to these children. And then upon learning it, the school officials suspended her with pay. This was on April 10th. Ainsley, I don't even know why we're writing letters to anybody in jail, good or bad.
100%.
Why aren't we learning about math and social studies?
Right, I agree. She needs to be fired. She's got to learn a lesson from this. All right, Tony, she's saying that they wrote the letters because this guy behind bars who killed a cop has complications from diabetes. What about the complications that the cop's family is now dealing with, not having a father, not having a child, not having a husband around the Thanksgiving table?
Ainsley, you said it exactly right. If you're going to try to teach kids compassion, why don't we pick people in our community and society that deserve our emulation and compassion? And those are people like this police officer and his family, who I think should have been the subject of this assignment, not a cop killer.
Right, exactly. And now she's suing to get her job back.
And she may
Can
win.
you believe that?
She says the
Sadly
kids
enough.
want her back. They need her back.
Well, apparently the kids make all the decisions in that classroom, right?